ladies for making today possible, a dream come true.
Together for members of the Armed Forces Band who are here with us. They do such to
Barrera.
"12 times the world stood still as our green, white-green national flag was hoisted and the national anthem recited. 35 times we made it to the podium. You all, Team Nigeria, made that possible. You brought glory and honor to our country. And today, on behalf of the nation, I say thank you. I urge you to make positive and useful contributions to the advancement, progress, and well-being of the different communities you reside in. I further urge that you be in accord with our national ethics and code of conduct as citizens of Nigeria. You are expected to abide by the ideals and institution of the Nigerian national flag, anthem, pledge, and respect for all constituted authorities. All those concerned with immigration matters are to offer our new citizens quick legal identification. Also, their local governments should assist with their integration in the local community to enable them enjoy all the entitlements of a Nigerian citizen. In this juncture, I will pause and allow beneficiaries to be on their feet. Beneficiaries to be on their feet in exercise of the constitutional powers conferred on me by Chapter 3, Section 25 to 31 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 is amended. I hereby confirm on all of you the citizenship of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
However, the most remarkable, Mr. President.
Congratulations to Team Nigeria there for the fact that we've been appreciated by Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari for the wonderful job they did at the Commonwealth Games and also World Athletics Championship. Welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. We'll be looking at that particular story first. President Buhari rewards Commonwealth and World Athletics Team Nigeria. We have to appreciate what they've done, at least for putting Nigeria on the world map there. According to the president, 35 times they did that at the Commonwealth Games and they won a lot of medals for Nigeria. Joining me to talk sport this morning is Olole Peters. Good to have you.
Good morning, Adeni. It's my pleasure being here.
Good one there. At least you saw how Mr. President actually appreciates the athletes that did well, the gold medalists, the silver medalists, and also the bronze medalists were all rewarded for what they did at the Commonwealth Games and also at the World Athletics. I love the fact that they actually appreciate what they've done. Looking at that particular story now, talking about Mr. President rewarding Nigeria now, that's our first story as we'll be looking at the event actually that happened yesterday at the Villa. Good one. We just have to appreciate this athlete, why the sweat is still very fresh.
Well, I think it's a very good one that happened yesterday. In fact, a lot of Nigerians, they are very happy. Some, they say they are happy for the first time with Mr. President for doing this to the athletics.
Not just handshake.
For exactly that, it's not a situation of handshake. So I think it's a welcome development. It's not about the money. It's not about the 200 million that he promised or they are going to pay the 35 athletes. If you divide that into the number of the athletes and their coaches also, probably about 4 or 5 million per athlete. If you look at Tobi Amusan, for example, that came all the way from abroad, she came with a chartered flight. So even her expenses for coming to this country alone, it's more than the amount she's going to receive. But what is more important is the honor that they are giving to her. That you cannot get with money. So that is what they call motivation. It's only about money all the time. So the money aside, I think Mr. President has done the right thing by recognizing them. Also, I think we still have to go back to the issue lane. I would like to debunk the claim by the Minister of Youth and Sports that this set of our participation, our performance during this Commonwealth is the best in the history of Nigeria. I beg to disagree. In 1994, we won 37 medals, 11 gold, 13 silver, and 13 bronze. If you add that together, that gives you 37. And during that period, we don't have the para-athletics. 2022, we won 35. Now, it's going to be 34 because of the 4 by 100 meters.
Well, that has not been cleared yet.
It has not been cleared yet,
Yes.
But it is in the pipeline. Even let's count it all together, we are still going to have 35. What I'm saying here is that those that already made us proud in that same 1994, we should not forget them. It is time for us to revisit those that have done it before, and let's try as much as possible to motivate them so that it won't be that, oh, it's because some people are doing it now. We have done it before. Nothing has been done to us. So that is the point I would like to make here. Then also, we shouldn't be celebrating success alone. Okay? What did we do before these athletes, they became a superstar that we are celebrating now? So that means if they have not won anything, we will not celebrate them. The fact that we are celebrating their success, we should also look at those that have done their best in promoting the country. Just like Mr. President said that 35 times the world stood for Nigeria. 12 times when they won the gold, the world stood for Nigeria. We have some other people also, like the Falcons. We don't know what is happening to them now. Probably their money has been paid or not. So it shouldn't be in terms of success that we will always be appreciating people. Those that they have the intention to do something, we should have a way of encouraging them to make sure that they are celebrated also. A very good one, I'm happy about that, but there's still a lot that I think we really need to do. These are the same athletes that when they got there, they had the issue when it comes to their kits. Some of them traveled with their own personal money. So these are the issues that we should not forget quickly, because they've made the country proud based on their own personal and self-motivation and the fact that they are hungry for success, not because we've actually done anything from beginning to the end for them. That's my take on that. A very good one, but a lot still needs to be done.
A lot needs to be done concerning this. A lot of athletes actually have won a lot of things for Nigeria. If you had to go back the record book, who knows, maybe 50 billion naira will be at stake. Well, really, we just have to appreciate all those athletes, starting from the folks standing in Nigeria be participating at any competition down to even yesterday. We have to appreciate all of them. That's why we need a very good statistician to get all these records straight. We've been talking concerning President Buhari appreciating Nigerian athletes that were at the Commonwealth Games and also the World Athletics over there in USA. Quickly, we look at the categories of award, where we have category A, B, C, and D, as we talk about the awards now, where we have the name of Tobiloba Amusan there. Well, let's look at that particular list there, where we have Tobi Amusan, Ese Brume, Blessing Oborodudu, Oluwafemi Ayofolashade, under the Officer of the Order of Niger. They've been conferred on with OON, and they will be going home with 4.5 million naira each. Category B award, member of the Order of Niger, Odonyade Koroye, Onyekwe Richioma, Unwachuku Goodness, Favor of Philly, Lawal Afolashade, and you have Genesis Mercy, who all won gold medal, and they also be going home with 4.5 million naira, as now they'll be called them MON. They'll be called MON, and you have OON too. Category C, these are the silver medalists. Federal Republic Medal Class 1 actually is the one awarded to them, and they will be going home with 2.5 million naira. And you have category D bronze medalists at the Commonwealth Games, Federal Republic Medal Class 2, and they will also be going home with 1.5 million naira each. Good one there from Mr. President. Well, from the way it says, at least I love the fact that everybody is actually being carried along.
Sure. Sure, there's no leftover this time around. Nobody is being ignored, so that means they're appreciating everybody. Also, the coaches also, because this is where we normally mix it at times. What do I mean? When a team is performing, nobody look at the efforts of the coach, what they have done to really assist them to get to where they are now. But if a team is not performing, the first person that they normally talk about or they normally sack is the coach. I think also we should try, we can't get it right at the first time. That's the truth. But subsequently, the coaches also, I think we should find a way of appreciating them. Because without the coaches, giving them the necessary training, the skills required, the motivation, they won't be where they are today. So I think they also should form part of this celebration going forward, a very good one. And those that are coming up now, they'll look at what them Toby, Amusan, and Co. they have done. So they also will be trying to surpass what they have done. So that means there's going to be a lot of competition going forward, even from the country here. By the time we are having our own sport festival activities, you see that a lot of young ones will be coming up to challenge all these our superstars, and that is what we really need in this country now. A very good one from the Mr. President.
A good one coming from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The government there appreciates the Nigerian athlete this time around. The sweat did not dry off before they were being settled. Good one. Let's move away from that particular story as we move to talk about NFL. Well, it has been another case. Just yesterday, a court order suspending the election that also come up by September 13, Benin City, Edo State. Although as of this morning, another one came up from NFF saying, well, that election will hold, but we don't even know which one to follow right now. Well, looking at that particular story, court suspend September 30 election. That's the story right now, where we'll be looking at the NFF election there. Well, NFF also, from the way it is, I actually saw that particular message coming from the Secretary General of NFF, where they talked about the election coming up on 30th, while a federal high court in Abuja suspends September 30th election. We have a particular excerpt they are coming from that particular NFF concerning that court order now. Let's look at from the way it is. This is coming from the NFF election court order from the court in Abuja here. And you just have to look at the fact that Honorable Justice Nyango Eko at about 9:45 a.m., that was yesterday now, presided over a matter in suit number blah, 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 Harrison Jala, Chief Romsey Baribote, Austin Popo, and the registered trustees of the National Association of Nigerian Football, NANF, trading under the name and style of. Let's just go straight down. The plaintiff approached the court in mid-2021 after due process, demanding an amendment to the NFF Statutes 2010 for equal representation. Let's look at that for all the 5 statutory bodies making up the Nigerian Football Federation in terms of voting rights and representation on the NFF board, its Congress and substanding committees. The court had earlier in the month of June 2022 hearing adjourned further proceedings in this matter to October 31st, 2022. In between and in their usual characteristic manner of having no regards for the law of the land, the defendant brazenly, that's NFF now, fixed election for 30th September 2022. This is in spite of an interlocutory application pending before the court. Consequently, and ruling an ex parte application moved this morning, that was yesterday now, by Dr. Celsius Upong, Chief Romsey Baribote, and Fenega Jacob, all representing the plaintiff. Honorable Justice Nyang Eko ordered the NFF September 30 election be put on hold and that parties should maintain status quo and adjourn further proceedings to 31st October 2022. Where are we going in this country concerning football?
Honestly, I don't know the reason why we have so much chaos, we have so much anarchy, lawlessness, we have so much nepotism, egocentric interest when it comes to management of football administration in this country. Sincerely, I don't even know a judge that will sit down and give judgment or hear this case when we all know the FIFA status when it comes to football management anywhere in the world. There was a case in this same country in 2014 when there was a court order that the then sport minister should appoint a civil servant to oversee the administration of NFF. We were suspended. And if you recall last month, before the NFF Congress in Lagos, I made a statement that we should be very careful. The other parties should not allow the Amadou Pinnick-led executive to provoke them to stop this process. I said that last month. Because, you know, at times, what an elder sees from a sitting position,
a child can't see.
If you climb an Iroko tree, you will not see it. We are talking about experience this time around. We're not talking about the age. Because we already know the likes of Amadou Pinnick. He's a politician. If care is not taken, FIFA will suspend Nigeria again.
But to be candid, I am looking at it this way. I'm not even afraid of FIFA suspension. But the fact that if care is not taken now, from this suspension now, it means it will continue. October 31st. From October 31st now, like I was telling someone yesterday, that it's possible that this thing will actually linger until next year if care is not taken. And you also look at the same FIFA recommending to NFF, maybe they should stop funding, federal government, stop funding NFF. Because when there is no money, that juicy money, 16-point-something billion, according to the minister that I just mentioned yesterday, and the closing down of the LMC, that's League Management Company office, it doesn't have anything to do with the NFF election, according to Sunday Diary, the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, that after they check everything, a lot of money has been pumped into this particular body. And also the NFF. The federal government spent about 16.1 billion. And right now, our football is in this particular situation that we are actually finding it. And yet, we cannot take any decision. Like we always say, federal government can easily drop money, but when it comes to decision making, they don't have a say
on it. Okay, and it's another, this one is the obvious fact, undeniable fact and reality that corruption has eaten so deep into even the NFF that they've seen it as a way of life. I recall in 2013, during a sitting, and that was David Mark as the Senate president, he said that there's no government agency that is as corrupt as the NFF. That is the truth. If there's no government agency that is as corrupt as the NFF, and we are still pumping in money into the same agency, so that means we are at fault. What do I mean? The federal government, what they need to do right now, because of the policies that involve, by the time there's an issue between the federal government and the football administration, FIFA will come in and say they have it in their own statutes that nobody should interfere. Judicial, if you have any issue, that's what I'm saying, that the people that took this case to court, even the judge themselves, they know that there is a standing order when it comes to this. FIFA themselves, they have a judicial process. That is where you are expected to take your case to. So what will happen at the end of the day? They may suspend us. If they suspend us, Amadou Pinnick will continue, and this issue may linger until next year or thereabout. I will even be very happy what the federal government needs to do now. There's no law in FIFA that says that is a must.
You must
you must
continue to provide,
to sponsor them, to give them the money. It's like me and you were fighting war, and I'm supplying you food. So that means I'm giving you the strength to continue to fight me. What you need to do is very simple. Let them suspend whatever financial assistance or support. They are not banning them. They don't have any issue with them, but they are not supporting them financially. Let's see how they're going to get the money, because the money they are giving them is like you are equipping your enemy so that your enemy can have the strength to fight you more. That's the situation. It's so sad what we are really experiencing when it comes to football administration in this country. And to be honest with you, the best thing that will have happened to us is for FIFA to suspend us, because we don't have anything to fight. We're not going to the World Cup. Even Nations Cup next year, the best thing for us now is but it will affect our local leagues. Because when you're talking about it, they will ban all football administration. That means CAF in extension. And we have some of our Nigerian leagues that they are playing the Confederation Cup also. So this is a very, very, very sad development that is going on in the country. They shouldn't have allowed Amadou Pinnick to provoke them. They shouldn't have gone to court to seek for any redress. What they should be looking out for is how to see that the election come September 31st happens. If they cannot even have their way, because we have only 44 people that can vote as the delegates. Yes, I understand with them. They are fighting a just cause. 44 people, 44 delegates, in which 37 of them are from the state FA, will be the one to determine who will manage our football for the next 4 years. They are talking about, let's expand it so that the other 5 statutory bodies, they can have a say. So that the football administration, the FA people, they have on the NFF, will be what? Will be balanced. But already we have a 10 years master plan approved by the president, in which they are going to extend the Congress, the delegates rather, to 111. So why are we not just patient to allow that process to go in? Because in one way or the other, Amaju Pinnick will still win. He has his people at CAF, he has his people at NFF. You cannot remove his handwriting.
But can I ask a question, even though before we go, even no matter how powerful he is, it can't be greater than Nigeria.
Yes, it can be greater than Nigeria, but when it comes to football administration, sincerely, it will be.
All I know
he will always have his way.
All I know is that nothing that has a beginning doesn't have an end. It will come one day.
The end is just 2 weeks to go. So that's why I'm appealing to those that took the case to court. Let them withdraw the case. We don't even want to have anything to do with Amaju Pinnick again. If not because of this court case now. Are you going to hear Amaju Pinnick again? It's going to, in the next 2 weeks, nobody will know about it. And whatever he has done, history will never forget and forgive him.
Well, we've been talking concerning Nigerian Football Federation election that has been suspended right now from a court, although NFF right now issued their own that they will be having election September 30. We'll wait to see what's going to be happening concerning this particular development as we bring you more concerning that in our subsequent edition. That will be it on 360 Sport. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Yeah, and Adeni, it's my pleasure being here, and we wish our football administration the best, because it's not the good one for us, sincerely. It's not the best for Nigerian football right now. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.